Hi everyone, welcome to my little podcast where we'll be discussing a myriad of things related to My Little Pony, Friendship's Magic. My name is Toby, I'm your host.
I'm Nevaeh, I'm also a host.
And I'm Bella, your co-host.
So we definitely went above and beyond for our last episode, recording over an hour of footage. I was only able to narrow it down to 56 minutes.
It was a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie, mainly because we talked about a whole lot of different things. We didn't really stay on like one topic.
Unlike last time, this time we have set topics. Alicorns.
Alright, so let's start off by listing all the Alicorns in Gen 4, and then I guess the singular Alicorn in Gen 5. I don't think we'd be able to keep track if we did every single generation. So, of course, we have Twilight Sparkle, Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, Princess Cadence, Flurry Heart, and then, guys, what's the Gen 5 pony that we all know and love?
Sunny.
I don't want to say her name.
Sunny!
Yeah.
What are your guys' favorite Alicorns?
I'm gonna go first with this one. I personally I'm not gonna lie, I love Twilight and Starlight. They're just, they're so pretty, I love them.
I think Luna's like really cool, but also she turns evil, so I'm gonna have to go for Celestia
Oh,
for personality.
My favorite's Luna, probably just because of the Friendship is Witchcraft, like, spin-off series in the Lunar Splendor
yeah.
episode, where she's portrayed very interestingly. I think it's just hilarious. It's probably not that funny, but... what about your least favorite?
My least favorite would probably, I'm sorry, don't hate on me for this, but Flurry Heart and Sunny, Sunny being the first one and then Flurry Heart being the second. I just hate Sunny. She did not deserve to be an Alicorn.
Flurry Heart just had to, like, breathe in, and then all of a sudden she was born an Alicorn. Like, girl, everyone had to work their ass off.
I know, right?
Like, Twilight had to study and everything. Let's be so for real. She really said when she popped out, she really said, I'm not like the other babies.
Oh my gosh. Reminds me of your average spoiled kid that plays croquet. My least favorite's probably either Twilight because she failed at her job after a very short time and everybody separated, but also Flurry Heart because she's a little spoiled child and I want to smack her.
Wait. Repeat what you just said about my favorite Twilight.
She means because of, like, Gen 5 happened so many years after Gen 4, and, like, she like, went off and hid. That's why she dislikes Twilight.
Okay.
But, like, ignoring that, you...
You probably like her, but like,
Flurry Heart, like, automatically. I want to smack that little child.
what? Okay, but like for real, she does not need like full-grown wings.
She was just born different. She's not like other girls.
Yeah.
Like they like you see like Celestia and Luna having those big wings as well as Candace, but like then you have Floria Heart, who's a child and has massive wings. Even the babies don't have that big of wings. Even one of like another child
The Pegasus is...
doesn't have that big of wings. Yeah. Moving on to Toby's answer to this question, or did you already answer?
I hate Sunny so much! Okay? We just, like, I just don't get it. Like, she's so special. Like, you think Twilight Sparkle is cringy sometimes, and Sunny's just, like, a whole nother level of insane.
Like, she got the transparent wings. I'm like, how'd she get that? They're supposed to be attached to her body.
She's got, like, a transparent horn, too, right? Like, looking at the picture.
Yeah.
She don't even look like she's an Alicorn, but you're just so...
Doesn't her, like, hair change colors, if I'm correct, at one point as well?
I'm not sure. I haven't watched, like, any of it.
I think I remember that happening. I'm not sure, though. Anyways, moving on.
Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys will know what I'm talking about, because I don't even completely remember it, but do you know the theory where, like, they become Alicorns not because they, like, the fights they won, like, how, like, Twilight fought those three villains, Queen Chrysalis, Snow. Maybe I don't remember her name.
I don't remember her name, but I know who you talk about.
Cozy Glow, and King Turret.
Yeah.
Like she should have. Some people say she should have become an Alicorn then, but she didn't. And like, it waited. It happened whenever the other fight or whatever. Because of like destiny.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Honestly,
Do you think it would just like they just decided for like the plot? They just all of a sudden they wanted like them to become like Twilight to suddenly become an Alicorn, or do you think they had that planned out for her destiny?
There might be pony gods. I'm just saying. Like, they just appoint, like, the Alicorn.
I know in My Little Pony there's like canonically like a hell.
wait, really?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but if you look it up later, it's like it's so funny.
I honestly feel like they made this decision not because of like the plot, but the actual like storyline. They might have had this like planned out way before they actually made that fight.
Yeah. Lauren Foss, she's like one of the creators of My Little Pony. She's pretty smart, so
Yeah.
I guess either explanations work, you know.
And then there's also like so many like other things that we won't obviously get to in this podcast, maybe in a later podcast at some point. Um, but hmm, yeah, that's how I would probably describe it. Let's be so for real. We hate Sunny here. We just dislike her so much.
Okay, out of all the ponies, who do you guys think like really deserved or like needed to become an Alicorn? Like if you could choose one of the ones we have listed, like who would you keep an Alicorn?
I might have to say honestly, maybe Cadence or Twilight. Twilight being like my top, and then Cadence being like second, and then maybe Starlight being my third, maybe. Because Celestia and Luna, they've been just doing their own thing. They have
They're too old to roll the throne. I know I get what you mean about like keeping Cadence, but at the same time her job is like to like rule the Crystal Empire, and I feel like she
yeah.
didn't necessarily have to be an Alicorn for that. I feel like just staying a unicorn, because that's what she wasn't a Pegasus, she was a unicorn before becoming an Alicorn. I feel like just staying a unicorn would be pretty like beneficial still for the kingdom, the Crystal Empire.
Yeah, because if you think about it, how would they react if like a normal pony was like ruling their kingdom and they like had no representation of like the actual citizens? Like it's just a random chosen person.
I guess.
Like they all want to agree on someone ruling, and they chose Cadence. Imagine this, a normal pony, Cadence, ruling the throne.
Well, still out of like all of them, I'd rather keep like Twilight over like Cadence.
Yeah, I'd say Twilight's probably my number one. Obviously, we're not gonna include Flurry Heart or Sunny into this
They're never
because
included.
let's be so for real, they don't need to be
bad.
included.
I feel like
What?
like Twilight and Cadence compared to Celestia and Luna, sure they both are really powerful, but as Twilight and Cadence both get older, they'll become more powerful. Like Celestia and Luna had to like split their power. Twilight and Cadence
Yeah.
didn't have to. Like Celestia and Luna both have to rule the throne together, but Twilight ruled it alone. She didn't need another person to help.
Yeah.
Okay, without Gen 5, Twilight, I'm just gonna pretend she did a good job. Because at least she wasn't, like, isolated in a little cottage like Cadence,
Mhm.
being normal.
Real quick,
I don't know much about Cadence.
who would be your like top pick for this question now?
I mean, Celestia and Luna, like, had, like, so much, like, quality, I guess. Like, back when they were orphans.
Oh,
So, like, I kind of think, like, the guy that turned him into Alicorns made a nice decision.
I feel like we're mixing up our lore a little bit here. Were they
a
at any
little.
point? You know what?
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's keep that there. Celestia and Luna were orphans. Trust.
Wait, really quick, do we even know their parents though?
I don't think they're. I don't know if they're ever mentioned. No.
So
They
we
were in an
could count them
orphanage.
technically as still
Well,
orphans.
yeah, but like Celestia and Luna are like billions of years old or whatever because they live longer than
That's
normal
also true.
ponies. So they like outlive their parents probably. That's probably why they're never
Um,
mentioned. That's why like
that's
so
also
many
true,
people
but
say
like,
like after like Twilight Sparkles, all her friends like died. That's why she like ran
oh,
because she would outlive them.
yeah, that's
There's so
true.
many interesting conversations that could come to like the Alicorns not aging as fast as the normal ponies.
I feel like we hear nothing about like some of the Alicorn's parents. Like, I'm gonna talk about Sunny real quick. Her mother, has her mother ever been mentioned?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we know her dad. I don't think we met her mom yet.
Who are we
Mhm.
talking about that you guys said like their dad was like represented the element of loyalty?
I did
Oh,
not say that. I think that was Bella.
Someone said someone's dad
look,
in
I don't
Generation
know.
5 represented the element of loyalty.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
that
what
was
to
Bella.
say. Okay, I just guessed.
That's
That's
fair though.
all I
She
had to
doesn't
Really?
know
say.
all of the
I
lore.
don't remember which one. I was just so confused. Like, why is their dad representing it? Like, their kids and then their dad. Anyways, um,
Oh no.
Real quick, does Sunset Shimmer have parents?
Sunset probably not. Wait, I feel like no, she wouldn't, cause she came from like the pony world. She would in the pony world, but like I don't think in the human world. No, unless she got it.
Yeah.
Unless
Like, we know some of these characters' parents, but like not all of them. We know like Sunny's dad. We know like Flurry Heart's parents, obviously. But like some of these characters, they just don't have parents.
Mhm.
They're
I don't know.
orphans, technically.
I heard this backstory that like a really long time ago, like the first Alicorn like wanted to run away somewhere, so they gave like they found like the most like compatible people for like being an Alicorn, like which is Celestia and Luna, because like they were like they loved each other so much that like and like you know that whole element of friendship.
Yeah.
sisterly love.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways, back to the like the questions. Toby, did you answer that question?
I yeah, Twilight. I said Twilight.
Alright, moving on then.
And lastly, ponies like Starlight, Sunset, etc. Why didn't they become an alicorn? Do you guys think they should have become one? Like other powerful ponies that have done a lot in life. Do you think relating back to the destiny thing, they just weren't destined to become an alicorn, or do you think they should have, and it just for the sake of the show they didn't?
Um, I feel like the people argue about like the main six how they should have all became alicorns, but I feel like if they all became alicorns, it would have been like too much to handle for Celestia alone.
Yeah. I mean, they split up the magic between Celestia and Luna. They already had like trouble. Like Celestia had trouble when Luna wasn't around because she had to banish her to the moon or whatever. So like if
Yeah.
like they had one of them had a falling out or got mad, they would have be like down like half their power or whatever.
Yeah, like too much work for one alicorn alone. Maybe even two if we count how strong they are as well.
Hmm.
Bella, what's your input on this?
Um, I think they just should just like have a senate for like the main
Senate?
six. Now that I think about
They
it,
should
they should just have an entire senate.
just have a president, of course. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they'd all just vote Twilight as the president.
Be the guys. Do you know that FIW scene where Apple Bloom decides her cutie mark is to be the president? She goes, "Be the president, be the president." I had a Utopia project, and for the president, I did Apple Bloom because of that.
For real though?
Unrelated,
What class?
so funny.
What class? What
I
class?
didn't go to Armstrong last year. I had Mr. Schaefer. I had
Oh.
Mr. Schaefer for everything.
Also, um, I've seen, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen my little sister question this on why, like, some of the actual villains didn't become Alicorns. I'm like, because they're villains, Claire.
They were just too evil. They didn't have enough kindness in their hearts.
Like, sure, some of them could have, like, turned over to a new leaf, but, like, some of them are just like, no. They can't really.
Well, I guess this has certainly been interesting. Everyone seems to have made some very strong opinions about some characters. Sunny!
Sunny! Sunny, get out! Yeah! Sunny!
I'm glad everyone actually made it to the podcast today and we were all able to discuss everything together. I'll get the editing done as soon as possible and let you guys know when the next recording will be. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It means so much to us. This was my little podcast. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.